Okay, it's Sunday. It's a North Carolina final picking.
It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show, and on this episode, I'm at Carolina Soul. Let's go inside and see what we can find. Spent the whole night down here just fall asleep. Oh my goodness. This guy's got some records. Good Wednesday morning. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker. What do you think of my haircut? Looking good, huh? Yeah, got my haircut yesterday. Today, we're going to go through the records that I picked up in Durham, North Carolina. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way because Sunday I got a big show. We're going to spend the whole 15-20 minutes talking about William Scott Bruford. That's right, Bill Bruford. We're going to talk about Bill Bruford on Sunday, but today I'm going to get all this out of the way. And the biggest thing happened was I went up to Durham, North Carolina to see Tori Amos. She was just fantastic. Precious Things towards the end was the highlight of the show. It was just amazing. When I saw her first time back in the 90s, it was just her and a piano. She's got a drummer and she's got a multi-instrumentalist, and she's got 3 girls singing with her, and they were on point. It was a bucket list for me to see her one more time. Put it that way. She's one of my top favorite artists of all time. And yes, Tori Amos is Prague. Yeah, if you listen to Precious Things, the way they had the lasers going and everything, that song's definitely Prague. So we went to Carolina Soul. I went to Carolina Soul. I hadn't been there in about 6 months. Went there, and there was different people inside. I was going to try to get somebody to do a promo for me, but no luck. And I got a few things there. I got some stuff that came in the mail, very little. And I got a whole stack of records that we got at a place called Hunky Dory. So if you go up to Durham, just don't go to Carolina Soul. If you like dollar records and digging, they have a basement downstairs where you can go down. You can grab all kinds of records. They have thousands of records upstairs, downstairs. And I'll show you what I picked up. And these were all $1, $2. Some of them were $3. I picked up a couple records for my daughter. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So what did we do first? Well, at the beginning of the video, you saw some video of Tori Amos live there at the DPAC there in Durham. But these came in the mail. This here came in the mail, I should say. Kate Bush, the director's cut. Now, the album of this is pretty expensive. It's pretty pricey. It's $50 and plus to get some of her later albums. So I'm just going to pick them up on CD and then call it a day. Unless I see them out in the wild for like under $20, which I probably won't. The albums that I picked up at Carolina Soul was this one here. It was a German copy of Thick as a Brick. And I think they had $14 on it. And it's really good. I ran it through the Humming Guru, and it's going to sound incredible. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to slap it on the old turntable and give it a listen. But Thick as a Brick, one of my buddy John's favorite Jethro Tull albums, he told me one time. And yeah, looking forward to giving that a listen. And then this one here was there, and this one here, I'd been looking for this album for a long time, and it was in the dollar bin down below. And it's a progressive rock band on the Chrysalis label, Man Data Band, the Man Data Band. And this is from this, definitely from 75. So there you go. And I'm going to give this one a listen. I've streamed this before, and I really liked it. But you never see this record, so it was a budget record, I guess. I think I paid $1, maybe $2 for it. So that was the only 2 records that I picked up there at Carolina Soul. There's more to Durham than Carolina Soul. Carolina Soul is a good store, but they do a lot of their stuff online, from what I hear. I bought some stuff off of them before online. So here's the records that I picked up down at Hunky Dory. Now, there'll be a picture here of Hunky Dory where we went downstairs and all that. It's all in the video. Andreas Vollenheimer, Down to the Moon. This is my favorite of his albums. He plays an electric harp. He's Swiss. And this was $3. But this was the album I picked up for my daughter. I'm going to turn around to Andreas Vollenheimer. She's getting her... she had a problem with her turntable, but she's getting it fixed. Dad just needs to go back up there and take care of it, take care of all that. I found another copy of Gigi. This was $1. Of course, this is the album that was on Umaguma on the floor, sitting next to David Gilmour. And I think I've accumulated about 9 copies of this now. I always see it out in the wild and I pick it up. I wasn't going to leave Jean-Luc Ponty behind. Enigmatic Ocean for $1. And this album here has Daryl Stalmer on here, Alan Holdsworth, and Steve Smith on drums. So, I mean, for $1, you're going to leave Alan Holdsworth and the rest behind? I don't think so. So I picked this up for $1. And his albums don't go for much, unfortunately. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Works. Yeah, this is Works Volume 2. And $2 for this. It's got some great songs. Got some great Greg Lake songs on here and some Keith Emerson songs. And yeah, it's got some great tunes on here. And for $1, I think $2, I didn't want to leave that one. I found a Tim Weisberg album I didn't have. Listen to the City. This one was $2. I like Tim Weisberg. I have a lot of his records. This one here is Genesis Wind and Weathering. We were just talking about that, last week or the week before. And this is looks like a DJ copy. WSRM, wherever that is. I'll look it up and figure out where that is. But it's a promo, and it had a sticker on there, but I took it off. Probably should have left it on, made a mark. But I think it was $1. But the albums are good, but the album jacket, it's one of those nasty ones that I like so much. Neil Diamond, Hot August Night 2. This was $2, but it only has the first album in here, so I got to try to find the other album. I'm completist when it comes to Neil Diamond. I love Neil Diamond. And but I got to find the second album. This is an album you don't see too often out in the wild because it came out in '87, and then CDs were all the rage by then. So this is an album I don't see. So I asked the girl, can I pay $1 instead of $2? And she said, no, it only has 1 record. If it had been 2 records, it had been $4. I said, oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Music of the Cosmos with Carl Sagan. Yeah, this is a great album. This was now the last time I bought this record. Problem was the album was warped. And I didn't look at it. I probably told you all that. This one here was perfect, and it was $2, and it has songs on here from Vangelis and some other artists, and it's just fantastic. It's fantastic. If you know, you know about Vangelis, and he's on this, the Music of the Cosmos, with narration by Carl Sagan. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or Emerson, Lake and Powell, yeah, Cozy Powell, the late Cozy Powell, for $2. And this is a 12-inch single of when they redid the song The Locomotion. Yeah. There's some great stuff on here. It's got Touch and Go, and it's got Learning to Fly, and it's from the album Emerson, Lake and Powell. Was a one-off without Carl Palmer. But it's a great album. And to get this 12-inch for $2 was just sitting in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Put that in the collection. And I got one last one here. Getting back to Andreas Vollenheimer. 1984. This is from the album White Winds, which all his records are just incredible. Flight, Feet, and Trilogy from the album White Winds. 12-inch promo. I think this was $1. Was probably $1. Yeah, it was $1. It was just $1. So if you're ever up there in Durham, go over to Hunky Dory. And there's another record store too that I saw on the way out of town. We went to a bagel place and got some bagels. You might see a picture of a bagel in here too. Yeah, it's another. There's lots of little record stores with they sell. This one here had books and records. So I need to get back there. The next time I go up there, I'll have to go there and check that place out. And I need to go back downstairs in Hunky Dory and look around some more down there because there's a lot of deals down there, a lot of great stuff to look through. If you got the time, you'll spend an hour or two. They have couches down there, and you could bring a beer down there. They sell beer upstairs. You could bring beer downstairs. You could just spend the whole afternoon looking through all them records, which I love to do. And my daughter knows that, and she was with me, and she said, "Take your time, Dad, take your time." Okay, Asia, The Smile Has Left Your Eyes. This was $1. They had a whole bunch of 45s, and there was a Coliseum 45 there that I've been looking for. And I said, "Oh man, is that $1?" And I looked it up, and the guy had $24 on it. So he knew what it was. It's from their Coliseum 2 album, I think, or 3. It's one of them early albums of theirs, and it's a 45, a white label promo. Pretty cool, but I didn't want to pay $25 for it. It ain't that cool. But that's what you see it for on eBay and places like that. That's pretty much all I got. I got all these records pulled, and I think I got to pull another stack about that same size for Bruford. So I want to go through, and I'm going to show you all of the albums that Bill Bruford was on, with Yes and King Crimson and all those bands. And then all his solo stuff, and then the stuff he did with Patrick Moraz, and just everything. I'm going to pull all that stuff out, and we're going to go through them all. I'm going to show you all of them. I'm going to show you some rare stuff that you might not know about Bill Bruford too. That's it. That's all I got. So we'll see you on Sunday, and time for the North Carolina picker to take off. I got to go. We'll see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks for all my new subs.
Give it your life, it is. Give it